Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Monday. Welcome, Facebook viewers, to my Facebook Live. Welcome to the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. It is so good to be here with you guys. Yes, on another Monday. Hey now. I hope you guys enjoyed your Father's Day. Celebrate the fathers and the men that you all love. What a beautiful day yesterday. Real basic. Just being able to just to spread the love, spread the wealth, just good vibes. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it is so good to be here with you guys this morning. All right, you guys. This is season 3. If you are just tuning in, please feel free to definitely check out our YouTube page at One Man Army Network with an exclamation mark. That's where you will find season 1, season 2, and current episodes that are being shown on live daily. If you are not able to locate it that way, then you can also type in my name, Marisha, Marisha. Then you have LaShay, LA, capital S, lowercase HAY. So you guys, after you guys do that, then you should definitely be able to pull up the videos of me in my environment, just thriving and striving. So with that being said, let's raise the roof on the celebration of season 3. Yes, yes, roll it, yes. Meanwhile, I'm very ecstatic at how far I have come. Definitely been able to challenge myself and talk about those things that I haven't previously talked about before, which allows me to be able to do that. But before I even begin to get started on my opportunity, I always like to give and extend a special tribute to God, giving honor to Him for Him being the head of my life, for Him pulling me through the different times. And, as I go through each season, I'm thanking my dad for his assistance on season 1 and 2. Just thanking God for guiding me to be able to be a solo on season 3 and being able to keep building and being able to be used to talk about different things. So definitely excited about that. Shout out to my parents, which I've already given a shout out to my dad because we built this thing from the very beginning. But shout out to my parents because if it wasn't no them, it wouldn't be no me. Shout out to my son for being my active listener in the background. Definitely want to give a shout out to all of my constant supporters from season 1, season 2, season 3. Thank you guys for all that you are doing, for sharing, from viewing on my story, viewing on my page, viewing on One Man Army. The support is just definitely real, and I can never do this without you all. Man, I just take every day as a opportunity to reflect on this opportunity that I have embarked on. This is my 3rd time coming around, and I don't plan on stopping too soon. I just want to keep leveling up. I want to keep elevating. I want to keep growing. So this just makes me so ecstatic because I continuously to keep evolving each season and bringing different content. This season, I challenged myself to talk about those things that I never talked about before, like self-esteem, autism, black boys, graduation, and more. On the topics of self-esteem, that's coming in upcoming episodes. Last week I talked about autism, black boys is coming up, graduation has already been addressed and given a shout out to those particular graduates and more. So stay tuned, sit back, relax, and let's go get it. So I am Marisha LaShay. I am your host doing the most. I am a native of Chicago and I'm checking in from Atlanta, Georgia. So awesome to be here. Man, my energy is through the roof this morning. I'm feeling very calm, but I'm feeling real go get it. Go get it today on this Monday morning. Meanwhile, I know a lot of people are wondering what is the Breakfast Show Marisha LaShay. Well, let me begin to share with you that this platform was created to engage an audience worldwide with thought-provoking questions or statements and to encourage open dialogue to gain insight on the multiple perspectives on that particular question or statement. Today is day 21 for the Breakfast Show, and this show will be in effect for the next 9 days. So welcome again, and I hope that you joined this journey with me as we continuously to keep going. Meanwhile, as we transition to the next part of our show called the quick check-in, this is when we allow viewers to actually express how they feel and drop those numbers, How you feel on a day-to-day basis is measured on a scale 1 to 10. 1 being the worst day of your life and 10 being the best day of your life. 1 is being able to know that this is the worst time of your life because am I able to be below a 1 and go into the negatives? Yes, you are allowed to go into the negatives because your how you feel should not be measured whether or not it's going to be a positive effect or being at a positive number. It can definitely be a negative experience to the point that it is in a negative numbers. Meanwhile, for those people that are feeling like they are at their best at a 10, you can be beyond a 10. You can be at a 50, 1,000, infinity, a million, a trillion, a zillion. Today, I am definitely on 1,000. I'm very excited. Um, Very excited. Last full week of summer school. So there's some great things that I'm looking to see. I'm looking for some growth. Today, I feel like that I can definitely take on the world. I just feel real fast trackish today. Feeling like a track star, running to go get it by any means necessary. Let me say that. So, yeah, had a situation last night. Different needed me. But I'm just definitely in a good place. I got a little bit of rest. Not my usual, but just a little bit of just being able to relax this weekend and be home. Meanwhile, I hope that you guys drop how you feel. Please share. For the next moment, we are getting ready to drop this content. This is the question is, got 5 senses? If so, how does it correlate to the thoughts in your brain? Got 5 senses? If so, how does it correlate to the thoughts in your brain? All right, you guys. So today we'll be talking a little bit about the 5 senses that we have. For those that do not know what your 5 senses are, let me go ahead and share with you. Your 5 senses are your sight, your smell, your hearing, your touching, and your tasting with your mouth. With your eyes, it provides you with sight. With your nose, it provides you with the opportunity to smell different aromas and stenches and odors. With your hearing, it allows you to be able to hear sound, music, and all of those different things. For touching, it allows you to be able to feel how something is, if it's slimy, if it's watery, whatever the case. And for your taste, it allows you to be able to taste your food with your taste buds. Okay? So because of these movements and use of these variety of senses on your body, it helps you to develop a sense of being able to describe what you feel based on the sense you are using and let go deeper than just the basic, oh, I just use my nose just to smell. Oh, I just use my ears just to hear. Oh, I just use my eyes to be able to do whatever that I need to do. Excuse me. So, as we dig in about our sight allows us to see things that appear in front of us. It allows us to provide a vivid description of what is seen. You are able to formulate an opinion. You are able to have emotions and thoughts based on what you have seen, whether it was a movie, whether it was a video, or even a person. From that point on, if you've seen a person that was just really, really nice, what can you begin to generalize? Oh, they might have a little bit of money. There's some inferences and there's some assumptions being made based on the imagery and what you are seeing and what is in your peripheral. Next sense, being able to smell assists with doing things like if you notice that you may have on too much perfume, you can smell that and it could be overpowering. Now you'll be able to turn it down. Being able to identify the stinky smells and to notice the seasonings in your food. With the different stitches and smells, you know when you have went to the gym and you have sweated. Not only do you feel it, but you can smell it. Someone else can smell it off you as well, especially when they are in close proximity of you. And then I began to talk about how you can smell as you're seasoning your foods, because certain seasonings are very overpowering and they can be very loud. My next sense is actually being able to hear. You know that being able to hear allows you to hear those loud sirens from fire trucks, from ambulances, to know and to send off a sensory in your brain that something is going on. There's some type of emergency. Let me pull over to the side, or let me send up a prayer for them because something is going on. Or when you hear certain fire drills, if you're like in a at work or at a school building, you know that this is a serious time and you're thinking about safety, flight or fight. I'm taking flight, I'm fighting. You're escaping and you are protecting yourself. That is what your hearing can do for you. Being able to whisper to a friend in a setting that you're not able to normally, be loud or use your regular indoor voice, but for yourself, excuse me, able to whisper and whatnot. So that's how you are able to utilize your hearing. Hearing allows you to be safe. Hearing allows you to identify emotions and emergencies and to generalize those particular feelings of how you feel at that moment based on what you are hearing. Hearing allows us to be able in our brain to hear our inner thoughts. Okay. From hearing, then you are able to taste. Okay, what does tasting mean? Tasting allows you to be able to identify the things that you do and do not like. Okay, like I love the way green vegetable tastes with smoky meat. Definitely a good thing. It just helps you to know if something is salty, if something is sweet. Does it spicy? Does it have a zangy twist? Is it salt and salty and sweet? It just allows you to be able to have a deeper understanding as to what is going inside of your mouth, and being able to actually taste it to identify the things that may trigger a reaction, or it may trigger, a likeness or some type of attraction to the particular food or thing. With our mouth, we kiss people with our mouth, with our lips. You know, um, Definitely. We do a lot of different things with our mouths and whatnot. So we definitely just have to be aware of oral hygiene and things like that with our mouth, because it goes beyond just tasting, kissing, oral hygiene. So definitely just think about that. And last but not least, our hands, spirit fingers. With our hands are used as being able to feel, being able to touch, actually being able to use our hands as signal, sign language and different things like that. Holding up different signs for different organizations. Um, our hands allow us to feel different things. Our hands allow us, to use other parts of our body to lift up, to wipe when we go to the restroom. Also, to be able to put on our earrings, tie our hair bows like I tied earlier today. Being able to put our clothes on when we lift our hands up, and fixing our shirts, fixing our pants, buttons, like those allow us, the mechanics in our hands allow us to be able to do those things and with the movement. So does what does this do to the brain? The brain is sending off different signals to our senses in order for them to be able to function on a day-to-day basis. This human body does not function without the brain. The brain is the top controller. It's the controller that controls everything. How you feel. There's a different part in the brain for that. That's sending messages to be able to provide the movement in your body, and everything being able to operate in one and simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? And in sections. So, my message for you all today, in closing, is do not take the opportunity to use your five senses for granted, because not everybody has the opportunity to have all five senses. So if you are, please utilize them and understand to never take them for granted, and understand that your brain has something to do with these five senses. Okay. So today I want you to think about, as you're using your hands, what is what is happening. I'm not just, braiding hair, or I'm not just using my hands to write this address down, or I'm not just using my hands. It's a mechanic behind that. There's a science behind that. So, you guys, that is the close of the show. Please feel free to drop your 2 cents. I want to hear about what you guys thought about today's episode. I thank you guys for tuning in as always. You guys have a magnificent Monday. May God continuously to bless you and use you. And I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you. Bye.